I'd like to thank you for coming to the Ocean County, Old Time Barnegat Bay Decoy and Gunning Show. I'm going back to an older name. And also to its award ceremony. This is the 41st show, and we survived another day of bad weather. We've had worse, but this is close. But I'd first like to start by introducing the director of the Ocean County Department of Parks and Recreation, Michael T. Mangum.
Thank you, German. Over the last 41 years, we've had a lot of storms, so this wasn't the first one. We go back to Hurricane Gloria, Hugo, Danielle, and a few others I've forgotten. I just want to really thank the staff, because yesterday in this storm, they were busy keeping these tents up, and it was a big undertaking, so these tents were here this morning to start the show. And the staff's been working all year to get this show ready, and yesterday, Amanda, Michelle, and a lot of other staff were reorganizing, and Catherine were reorganizing the contest so we could have all the contests in one day today. So it could have been worse weather, but it wasn't too bad, so we'll take it. And I thank everybody, all the vendors that stuck with us today coming out, and members of the public, the people who had carvings and boats and whatever else we had. I really want to thank everybody. I want to thank our volunteers who make this show possible, because without the volunteers, we could not run this show. So I want to thank everybody, and hopefully in the 42nd we'll have the sun out a little bit more than we did today. So.
Oh, and also all the people that come to the show and enter all the contests. We couldn't do this without them here. So, and we're glad for the turnout that we did have today.
My name's Mark Ford. I'm a local carver. I live right here in South Jersey, and I make Barnegat Bay style decoys, working type decoys. They're all done by hand tools, just basic techniques that have been used here for 150 years, you know. Spoke shave, draw knife, and these are my birds. I've been doing it for 35, 40 years. So it's a fun show. It's a local competition. And this is a Delaware River hen bufflehead. She got first place. She's out there on the water. They float them. It's weighted, so it's self-righting. If your bird flipped over upside down, it would right itself up. And she got first place as a bufflehead, and she got first place out of the diving ducks, which there's two types of ducks, diving ducks and then puddle ducks. So she got the first and the first. And the Drake, her boyfriend, he got second place as a bufflehead. And the Delaware River style has a snuggle head and a little tail feather, and it's just a whole different dimension than the Barnegat Bay decoys. And then the Barnegat Bay decoys have an upright head. Delaware River birds have a lower style head, and there's some antique birds and some new birds. And this is an Atlantic brant. It's a Barnegat Bay style bird. It's self-righting. It's got the weight so it floats nice and straight. And he got first place as a brant, and then he got first place overall out of brant, geese, and swan. So it's 3 categories that he was chosen first place again. And this is another a brant. He's in a goose family. This is a long-tailed duck. Originally they were called old squall, but to be politically correct today, it's a long-tail. And he got third place. It's a drake, and it has the weight, and they provide a number, and then the weight enables it to flip itself over. If you were in a hunting situation, they'd look at how it floats. It wants to float straight and wants to float proper. Doesn't want to float too heavy in the bow or the stern. And they flip them over. I've been entering for a while. For a while I didn't enter birds, but this year I made so many, I was like, I'll try it again. And I've had several best of shows. It's a friendly competition. There's no money involved. It's just, you know, just you win. And if you're here and you're having fun, you won already. It's Mark Ford from New Gretna, South Jersey.
Okay, I'm Peter Slattery. This is Don Gardner. We compete with our Labradors. These are competing at the top level here today. They have to do double marks, blind retrieves, and a combination of stuff over multiple rounds. And they both did very well today. Dana came first and Copper came third. Dana. If people want more information, they can contact me. My name is Peter Slattery. My phone number is 201-314-6732. Thank you.
I'm Marty Christensen. I've been building these Barnegat-based sneak boxes for about 30 years. My father and I started them. We originally built wood boats, and we started to come down to this show about 35 years ago now, and we've been bringing boats down ever since. And we've had some, they're a nice boat. We've gone to an all-glass boat here lately, just because of what the public wants. Sneak box is a gunning boat designed probably around the 1900s from the Bayment here in Barnegat and up the coast. And it's basically a boat designed to sneak up on ducks. It's one of the few boats that have a deck on it that you can put grass on and float or pull into birds or hide on the meadows and put the grass over you. It's a traditional Barnegat Bay way of gunning. Well, if you notice, the sneak box has 3 hatchets. These boards here are what they call decoy racks. That is for the gunners to put their decoys on so they don't fall off the boat. The forward hatch is for your dog, that the dog can sit in while you're gunning. The middle hatch is for the gunner. He can even sit facing forward or facing back, whichever way he likes. And the rear hatch is also for your dog. Depending on the way you hunt, you don't want the dog in front of you, you always want the dog behind you for safety. And these are all locks for rowing, your motor board. It's a 12-foot boat. It's probably one of the most seaworthy boats that was ever built for a small boat. These boats can handle extreme amount of bad weather. Because when you're hunting, you're out in the cold weather, you got cold water, you got firearms, you got ice, you got all the things that are against you, as most normal people would not go out in. But duck hunters are a unique breed of people. If you're interested in a sneak box, you can contact me at 732-977-5448. And that's my cell number, or you can contact the New Jersey Waterfowlers. I am a trustee there. I'm a sergeant of arms of the New Jersey Waterfowlers.
Is this the first time you won a first place?
No, I have about 20 first places under my belt.